This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 34. Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all these things be fulfilled. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai is his son who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and all glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Ruach Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And citation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai's sake. I'm Brother Samak from the GMS Miami camp. And yes, the reason why I brought out the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 34, is that while you have inflation happening globally, while you have uprising of the people happening globally, you also have the financial system changing. Everything's going digital, blockchain, all right? While that's all happening, you have earthquakes. You have, the earthquake in Mexico. You have the hurricane that ripped through Puerto Rico, okay, which produced floods and blackouts, all right? You got pestilence, diseases, all right, throughout the world. You have all these different plagues, as well as you have the drumbeat towards World War III, the war drumbeat towards World War III. And what you see in front of your screen is proof. And you notice how Fox and CNN will not touch this. Why? Because this will break the American people's spirit. Because Fox and CNN are telling the American people that America is in control, is able to stop, all right, the Russians in Ukraine, which is bullshit. The Russians are about to annex more of Ukraine. There's supposed to be a voting going on in 4 different regions within Ukraine. They're supposed to be doing a voting, and which is going to be symbolized as these territories are now part of Russia. All right. Also, you got Joe Biden talking about, if China invades Taiwan, we're going to send military troops on 60 Minutes, right? Meanwhile, in the Middle East, American soldiers are getting bombed back to the Stone Age. All right? And we know who's behind this. Okay? It's Iran. Okay? It's Syria. It's the Iraqis. And America is going, what are they going to do? Just do more drone strikes? Okay? And this goes to show you America's falling as an empire. And that's why we're the final generation. All right, so let's get in. Biggest illegal U.S. military base in Syria comes under intense rocket attack. Okay? This is the photo. All right? Why wasn't this on Fox and CNN? The U.S. biggest illegal military base in Syria has come under rocket attack hours after another installation housing American forces was similarly targeted with projectiles. Right. So there's an ongoing, war happening in the Middle East, in Syria, in the Deir ez-Zor province. And you know what runs through there? The Euphrates River. So you got to keep your eyes on the Middle East. All right? Syria's Al Watan Daily reported the attack on Sunday, identifying the target as the U.S. outpost in the Alamor oil field in the eastern Syria province of Del Azor, right? Because America's taking the oil, all right? Stealing oil. The most powerful, richest country is stealing oil from a third world country, all right? Let's get another article. U.S. stealing Syrian national treasure is a long-time crime envoy, all right? This individual right here is the Syrian ambassador to China. You know, whatever, however you say his name, Hassani, Kadam, whatever how you say his name, all right? News that U.S. forces stationed in Syria looted huge amount of oil has caught worldwide attention recently. In early August, the Syrian Oil Ministry said that the U.S. and its mercenaries are stealing an average of 66,000 barrels of oil per day in Syria, about 80% of Syria's oil production. For the U.S., it is a game of high politics, but for the Syrians, it is real suffering. Right? You're stealing the people's natural resources, and it's hurting the people. Okay? Meanwhile, here in America, people are suffering. All right, so where's this oil going to? Okay? All right? Recently, U.S. stealing Syrian oil has attracted worldwide attention. Through which channel does the U.S. steal? What does it do with the oil? The U.S. stealing Syrian national treasury is a long-time crime. In fact, the U.S. occupation forces on Syrian territories have continued what ISIS was doing, stealing and destroying oil fields and pipeline machinery. The U.S. occupation forces learned all that from ISIS and followed the same ISIS deeds, no difference whatsoever. And I believe, that ISIS was a creation of the U.S. and Israeli, factions, They were behind all that. All right? No difference whatsoever to steal the Syrian oil in tanks on weekly and sometimes daily basis and smuggle it outside the country, right? And they're smuggling it either through Jordan or Turkey, okay? Just search on the net. You will read many quotes by former U.S. President Donald Trump, right? Donald Trump said it, all right, in front of, his base. Like, yeah, we're going to go into Syria and we're going to take the oil. He said that. I did a lesson on that. Saying that the U.S. Army is in Syria for oil, right? While the current U.S. administration has its own claims, the two administrations have been stealing Syrian oil and gas the same way ISIS did. You see that? There's no difference between red or blue when it comes to foreign policy. All right? And that's the reason why there's Americans, troops are in harm's way. All right? What matters for Syrian people is they are deprived of their natural wealth, which is stolen midday. The crime is stealing. The thief is the leader of the free world or the worst terrorist group. Right. America is the hammer of the whole earth. Let me get that. All right. Hammer of the earth. Let's just... Jeremiah 50:23. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How has Babylon become a desolation among the nations? There you go. All right, that's the point. All right. And America's greed is going to cause itself to be drawn into World War III. And your allies are not going to be there. In fact, your allies are going to turn on you. All right, like Turkey. But let's finish off with this. And then this proves we're the final generation, man. All this is happening at the same time. All right? That's why, if you're so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, it's high time to wake up out of sleep. You are the children of Israel. Okay? You must seek the Lord. You must repent. You must acknowledge you're an Israelite. You must follow the ways of an Israelite. The law, statutes, commandments. You must call on the name of Yahweh wa Yahweh Shai. All right? America's going down in flames. And the whole world's seeing it. This is big, man. The whole world is catching on to America's, ruthless foreign policy. Stealing oil from a third world country. All right? and killing women and children in the process. They share the same vision and policies and commit the same crimes. Please notice that the U.S. is the richest country in the world, stealing a third world country and imposing illegal unilateral measures to suffocate the economy and people of this country and starve and freeze the people to death, as one U.S. politician described U.S. policies in Syria, right? And that's what they're doing. Okay, they're hurting the people. Okay, you know, this reminds me of Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him. Right, and this is talking about the so-called white man, Esau, Edom. All right, you so-called white people are not upright. You're ruthless, you're liars, you're hypocrites. All right, which proves you're the Edomites. And you American Edomites, you're the worst of the bunch. You're proud and arrogant too. But the just shall live by his faith, right? And we here, the believers in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, all right, what we see is going on in the world proves that we're at the end. We are the final generation, and Yahweh Shai is coming back to get us up out of captivity. And we're all for this, you know. Hey, I'm all for all this because this is just going to move the whole world into World War III. So, hey, America, you be the biggest demon you ever be, but you still got to be called out on your wickedness, all right? You still got to be called out on your wickedness. You're still the devil the Bible speaks of, you American Edomites and all you Edomites, all right? I'm just focusing on you Americans. 5. Yea, also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, exhibit A, neither keepeth at home in a foreign country, okay? Didn't declare war on this country, all right? Building illegal bases in a sovereign country and stealing its resources. This is talking about the so-called white man, Esau, Edom, all right? This is talking about Babylon the Great, America, who claims to be a Christian nation. Huh, Vocab Malone? That's why you got to get into the prophecies, because these plantation Christians, they're stupid, all right? They're fucking stupid. The hell with these plantation Christians in America. You all are unrighteous. You're all the devils, all right? Talking about, okay, you're a God-fearing country. The fuck out of here. Who enlarges his desire as hell and is as death. If that's not the so-called white man, if that's not Esau, Edom, if that's not Babylon the Great, all right, then who is? And cannot be satisfied. Right. Again, what did that ambassador say? The Syrian ambassador to China. The world's richest country is stealing oil from a third world country and is willing to freeze and starve the people because they need that oil and the oil is being taken from them. They need that oil to survive. But gather unto him all nations and heap it unto him all people. 6. Shall not all these take a parable against him and a taunting proverb against him and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? How long? And to him that laid himself with thick clay, right? Meaning, okay, a lot of debt. That's why exhibit B. U.S. debt clock. Because of America's foreign policy, all right, this country has taken on 30 trillion and counting. Which this right here, all right, is a fatal blow internally. And it's going to be, and that's why there's going to be a civil war here in America, all right? Because this has got to be paid back. And they're going to tax and raise the cost of living on people, and the people are going to go crazy. And you clearly see it. Look at the rent. Look at the mortgage, all right? Look at the food price. Look at the electricity bill. Which proves America's on its way out. and which proves that these other nations, they're going to take advantage of America's weakness. Exhibit C. Turkey seeks to be first NATO member to join China-led SCO, Shanghai Cooperation Organization. Now, I did a lesson on this, I believe last week or 2 weeks ago, but I wanted to get more into this because, all right, this is a NATO member, okay? So what you're seeing is the beast, a NATO member, the beast, which is NATO, aligning itself with the kings of the East, Shanghai Cooperation Organization. All right? And this goes to show you that America, you're losing your allies. You're losing your allies. Let's get Revelation 16 and 12. And the sixth angel poured out his vial upon the great river Euphrates, and the water thereof was dried up, that the way of the kings of the east might be prepared. Right? Okay? So you got a NATO member aligning itself with the kings of the east, which essentially they're all from the east, right? But it goes to show you that America, you're all alone. As we get closer to World War III, you're going to lose more and more of your allies. All right. And what does Shanghai Cooperation mean? All right. Organization is a Eurasian political, economic, security. All right. When you need security, what does that mean? You need to build up your military, right? In the terms of geographic scope and population, it's the world's largest regional organization, covering approximately 60% of area of Eurasia, 40% of the world population, and more than 30% of global GDP. Okay? So these are your kings of the East, and a NATO ally is aligning themselves with them, all right? And it makes sense because they're in the East. And and Turkey, okay, it has seen what America has done these past 20 years in that region, in the Middle East. Now I want to come down here. This is funny, like the arrogancy of America. Check this out. Relations with the West. The United States applied for observer status in the SCO, but was rejected in 2005. Like, you could tell, man, America is bugged out, man. All right? America was trying to apply to be an observer at the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, knowing fully well that the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, it was built to go against, okay, America and its interests. This is crazy. This is a prideful. You Edomite Americans are prideful, but you know, it is what it is. And you can see, look at the East, man. All these nations, man. You got Tajikistan, India. All right, Iran now is about to join. I believe they join next year. They'll be in fully implemented into the SCO. Okay. Saudi Arabia I believe is an observer. Isn't that interesting? Yeah, let me see. These are dialogue partners, right? All from the East. Look at that. There's Saudi Arabia is a dialogue partner. Sorry, not an observer, a dialogue partner. Then you got upcoming dialogue partners: Bahrain, Kuwait, United Arab Emirates. So all these different Middle Eastern countries are wanting to, okay, do dialogue and partnership with the SCO. But yeah, this goes to show you we're at the end. Okay, we're the final generation. So this is a NATO member. I want to bring this scripture out. Revelation 17 and 16. And the 10 horns, well, I'll start at 15. And he saith unto him, the waters which thou sawest where the whore sitteth, and the whore represents America, Babylon the Great, are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, all right, the 10 horns represent the European Union, okay, which thou sawest upon the beast represents NATO, okay, which Turkey's a part of NATO, but Turkey's not part of the European Union, okay. These shall hate the whore, and you clearly see it, like this is an example of them hating the whore, all right. I mean, look, even Turkey and Syria are about to put their differences aside. So that means that Turkey isn't going to go along with America's foreign policy in Syria, okay, with Russia coordinating it. This is Ezekiel 38, okay. These shall hate the whore. You know, let's go with that word hate, you know, because people say, oh, the God is not hate. Well, the Lord, okay, is all about hate, man. He puts a spirit on nations to hate other nations. Like, all these nations are hate America because America is a wicked, filthy nation full of evil. To hate, pursue with hatred, detest. Let's look at that word, detest. Dislike intensely, abhor, hate, loathe, despise, abominate, regard with disgust, feel disgust for it, feel repugnance. There you go. And that's what's happening, man. And shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. Yeah, so, hey, not just Turkey, which is part of NATO. You're also going to have European countries that are nuclear capable, like UK and France and Germany. All right, they're going to turn on America, okay? Especially with all these sanctions and America's foreign policy. People are waking up to America's foreign policy that's hurting the whole world, to hammer the whole earth, all right? 17. For God hath put in their hearts to fulfill his will, and that's the point, man. That's the thing. This is of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. There's no escaping it. This is of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. And to agree and give their kingdom unto the beasts until the words of God shall be fulfilled. 18. The woman which thou sawest is that great city which reigneth over the kings of the earth. Right? And who's that great city? America, Babylon the Great. They hammer the whole earth. All right? That can never keep at home. Let's go back to Matthew chapter 24, verse 34 again. Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all these things be fulfilled. 35. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away. 36. But of the day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. 37. But as the days of Noe, meaning Noah, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. 38. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking and marrying and giving in marriage until the day that Noe entered into the ark, right? Noah. All right? And that's what you clearly see on the planet today. Let's look at America. These people are partying and bullshitting, all right? Haven't got a clue, okay, that the American troops are getting bombed back to the Stone Age over there in Syria. They ain't got a clue, okay? And I guarantee American troops died here. All right, look at that. Look at that explosion. But they're not gonna say that. No, they're not gonna say that. Okay. 39. And knew not until the flood came and took them all away, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Right. So when Yahushua comes, he's gonna basically come, as the scriptures say, as a thief in the night. That's the thing. He has to come as a thief in the night. All right, for the ones that are unaware. He's going to come as a thief in the night and do two things. Destroy wicked people, okay? Also, when he comes, let's backtrack. When he comes, he's coming in the middle of World War III. So people are already dying. And then he's going to, come with his wrath. So he's going to do that. He's going to judge. And number two, he's going to do what? 40. Then shall two be in the field. One shall be taken and the other left. Right. You're going to have, the elect, some will be working. Because, hey, this is a prophecy. Two men will be working together in the field. Right. At a construction site. Maybe at a phone, at a call center. Okay. Maybe at a what's it called? Tilling the land. Because, what's it called? Agriculture. One will be taken, one will be left. And the one that is taken is the elect. Okay? 41. Two women shall be grinding at the mill. Again, working. The one shall be taken, the other left. Right? This is the words of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. These are the words of Yahushai in red letter. 42. Watch therefore, for ye know not what hour your Lord doth come. And that's the point. You're supposed to be watching. And when you see these articles, man, this proves we're the final generation. The Lord's coming back. Okay? 43. But know this, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched and would have suffered his house to be broken up. Right. So you're supposed to be a watch. You're supposed to be in the prophecies. You're supposed to be watching the prophecies. Okay? For those people that are always, all they talk about is prophecy. That's what the commanded by Yahushai. Okay? We're supposed to be watching the prophecies. Watching, for these signs. All right? And that's what keeps us going. If you're not watching the prophecies, man, you're going to be caught out there. 44. Therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not, the Son of Man cometh. Right. Okay? Because the Lord is coming as a thief in the night. That's why you got to be on your watch. Oh, there's chariot sightings. That's another one. There's multiple chariot sightings. I forgot to say that in the beginning of this lesson. What does that tell you? The Lord is showing his power, man. 45. Who then is a faithful and wise servant, whom his Lord had made ruler over his household to give them meat in due season? 46. Blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing. Right. And you are blessed. If you're taking heed to the words of the Lord, you're on your watch, you're following his law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability, you're calling upon his name, you're being an Israelite, daily. You're not just being a visual Israelite on camera, Israelite, in front of your brothers. You're being an Israelite when nobody's looking. All right? As well. Right? Because you got a lot of fakes out there that they'll play off an Israelite. Okay? They'll smile in your face. They're like, Shalom, brother. But behind the scenes, they're not doing what the Bible says. They're being complete, wicked, busybody demons. Okay? 47. Verily I say unto you, then he shall make him ruler over all his goods. Right? What does that mean? The kingdom of heaven. All right? That's what you're fighting for. This is for the men, the 144,000. That's what I'm fighting for. I want to be part of that government body, the 144,000. Okay? Being joint heirs with Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, who's going to be sitting on the throne. Okay? And having rulership and dominion over the creation with Yahushai. All right, many mansions, many planets, servants, aka slaves. But in order for you to get this, you have to be doing what the Lord said. Okay? And you got to be on your watch. And we clearly see it, man. Look at this, man. This right here should be like wake up call. All right? It's getting nasty in the Middle East, and it's only going to get worse. All right? And America, there's only so much they can keep hiding this conflict in the Middle East. All right? There's only so much. And this is happening in the Delaware Providence, and best believe you got a lot of nations there. Okay, not just the ones that I mentioned. I'm talking about Russia's there too. All right, because there was an incident that happened in 2018. That's why you got to be on your watch, where Russian mercenaries were killed by U.S. Air Force in the Delaware Providence. All right, and that's right where the Euphrates runs through. So we're here. So, Lord willing, that's edifying. I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rukah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And citation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai's sake. Love you, brothers. Keep it keep the faith. As you can see, we're almost out of here. Keep pushing, keep fighting, keep studying. Pray without ceasing. Pray for each other. Pray for the apostles and elders. Woo! Hey, man, we're the final generation, you know? Unto the few sisters that are watching, keep studying. And when you pray, your cover, shalom, and a bottle of ball, shalom.